Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Machedo is the best.
All right, a few days ago, I had a UAE expat who booked a session with me, and he wanted to ask me my thoughts about career and hobby. Okay, so I thought I'd share my thoughts. Obviously, I'm not going to give you specific details. Okay, so long story short, this UAE expat has been in UAE for many years. He earns an average salary, a very average salary, whereby whatever you earn gets spent. End of the month, you come down to hardly anything. You can only maybe save $200, $300, or maybe say maximum $500, not more than that. Okay, that is if you save. And then he also had a side hobby, okay, online and offline. Think of anything. Think photography, think painting, think singing, whatever it is, videography, whatever you want to name it. Okay, so he had A and he had B, and now he had a couple of questions which are very common. Number one is, Loy, I came to Dubai, I wanted a career, but now all I got is a job. I'm frustrated. I'm not earning big money. Then what about this hobby? Can you check my Facebook? Can you check my Twitter? Can you check my Instagram? Can you check my website? What do you think? What do you think about it? So I looked at all this, and this is the advice I gave him. And there are some bits which will connect with you and relate to you, and I'll tell you what they are. See, number one is, whenever anyone tells me that, Loy, I came for a career, but today I have a job, immediately I tell them, see, listen, in today's world, there's no such thing as a career. A career is something you would do even if it was for free. You'd love to do it. You'd work on it, even if it's for free, even if nobody paid you money, because you love it. It's your passion. It's what you want. But a job is something which you have to do, because if you don't do, you don't earn any money. You dread getting up. You hate going to the office. It's just a fucking chore, man. It's like it saps out all your energy. But you have to do it, because otherwise you will not get money and you will not be paid. You can't pay your expense. And most of the people, they hate this. They just don't like it. They don't like their boss. They don't like their career. But they can't resign. This is a job. So the first thing what you need to understand is, in today's world, majority of the people don't have a career. They have a job. And a job is a necessity. You can't help it. It's something you don't like. It's boring. But you have to do it to make ends meet. Okay? Now the next one. Passion. Now we all have things that we love to do. Singing, painting, karate, MMA. Some people love traveling. Some people even like interacting with boys and men and women. Some like dancing, photography, videography, SEO, crypto, commodities, trading. So that is your side. That can be your passion. That is what you do immediately when you're free. Even gaming. Okay, there are many people who do this. Now people don't earn money on it, but they love to do it. Even buying and selling stuff online. Some people have that hobby. But now the problem with this is, you're not able to earn enough money. So people generally ask me, Loy, should I give up my career or job and do my passion full time? Immediately I answer them, while you're working, build up your passion to the extent whereby from your passion, you make enough revenue that matches what you're doing consistently for, say, 2 years, and it's constantly growing, and the day it crosses more than what you're earning as a income from your day-to-day job, only then switch over. Because by the time 2 years, you'd have at least formed the foundation. But if you are earning hardly anything and this job pays your bills, if you say goodbye to your job and you jump head over heels into your passion, the chances are you will not succeed. Because remember, you need to put money to make it succeed. If you don't put money, you will not succeed. This is the fundamental reality of it. If you do not pump money into it, you'll not succeed, man. It's impossible to succeed. See, even for what I do, I pay security experts, I pay internet marketers, I pay SEO guys to give me feedback. I have to pay for my website, I have to pay for my online presence. It's a lot of money, it's not cheap. And I don't go for the cheapest guy. I go for a guy who I pay at least 4 times or 5 times more than a normal guy. But why do I pay? Because I want it to be secure. So, if anything that you want to succeed in life, you have to put in money. Then forget, let's assume you have enough money. Then you have to put time, you have to put effort, you have to put sacrifice, you have to put research, you have to study. It doesn't come in easy, man. Don't fucking think that, oh, okay. See, it's creating, let's say you're a photographer. You bought yourself a DSLR. You put your name, Joseph Photography. For example, your name is Joseph Photography. And then you created a website, josephphotography.com. And then you put some nice trailer videos on YouTube. And you made a nice logo and you made a good slogan and you got 1,000 friends of yours to like. When people tell me, Eloy, this is what I've done, I said, so fucking what? That is not the measure by which you can find if it's scalable or not. The question I ask is, how much money did you make every single day? What's your fucking expense? Electricity, water, food, travel. What is your expense minus this hobby? What is your expense per month? Divide it, make it per day. That is your target per day. Are you earning that kind of money per day plus 40% more or 20% more? Because you need savings. It's all a game of numbers. If you're not generating revenue, why the fuck are you doing it in the first place? Then yes, the question always comes, Loy, but I have to start somewhere. Yeah, so that is why start when you're working. When you're working, do it at the side and build it up. You have to burn the midnight oil. When I was working as, those days in Citibank, I was working as sales executive. My duty would get over at 6 or 7 in the evening. After that, I would get fresh, go to the gym. And then by 9 or 10, I would go for DJing. I used to DJ as, in private parties, clubs and this and that. And by the time we finish, it used to be 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the night. Come back, keep the speakers, keep the DJing equipment, finish installing everything. Sometimes we used to book helpers. And by the time we used to sleep, it used to be 6 o'clock. 6 to 9, 3 hours. Hardly any sleep. Then I have to go back to work. And then afternoon, when there was a 1 hour break, sometimes I was to go and crash at home. I wouldn't tell my boss. My boss obviously knew that I was having lack of sleep. This I did it for what? 2 years non-stop, every single day. And then I continued that until after I think 3-4 years or whatever, gave it up because I had a different calling in life. So you have to put sweat equity, it's called, Otherwise you cannot succeed, man. And that is why whenever any youngster shows me his photographs or photography page or videos or painting or singing, I say fine, that is okay. Even if you have 10,000 views, 40,000 views, 100,000 views, question is, okay, one video got 100,000. What about the next one? What about the next one? What about the next one? How many offers are you getting? Which agent is coming knocking on your door? Just because Justin Bieber got $1 million contract. Justin Bieber, man. So you have to be very practical. You have to be very grounded. So overall, this is what I told him. And he was upset, obviously visibly upset, because he was hoping for some positive thinking. I told him, look, the world we live in is not going to give you positivity and encouragement. You'll always get people who will put you down. But you need to look at it not from a positive angle or negative angle, but rather realistic. The last and most important thing I did was, let's say, for example, if a person's a singer, I Google search singers in his line of work or his nationality or whatever. Let's say he's a photographer. Take the top 20 photographers, okay, their websites, their Facebook page. You're a videographer, same thing. You're a sculptor, you're a painter. And compare yourself. If you're a stage anchor, you're a DJ, whatever you are. Compare yourself to the top 20 and ask yourself, where do you stand? If out of the 20 you can't stand anywhere, and the only thing that makes you unique is your price point, then how can you sustain, man? Because keep in mind, there are a lot of people who even offer free services, free, totally free. So how would you survive? So this is what you need to keep in mind. The reality of life is, end of the day, whether it's your passion, whether it's your hobby, whether it's, you need to make money out of it. If you cannot make money out of it, forget it. Forget it. Because end of the day, you have to take care of yourself, take care of your family, you have to take care of your loved ones, you have to pay water, electricity, food, accommodation, you have to pay all these bills. And if you cannot afford to pay all these, then what is the point of, seriously, what is the point of doing it? And one day your money runs out and you're fucked, right? When you are without money to eat food, no money to pay electricity, no money for accommodation, what are you going to do? You're going to sing? You're going to say, okay, I'll do a photograph, or I'll do a video, this thing, or painting or singing. Come on, man. You need to be practical, you need to be realistic, and you need to measure in terms of money. Remember, have a business sense. Others don't fucking do it. That's what I wanted to tell you through this video. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. You guys take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Machedo is the best.